Hello students, in this video we are going to see finite and non-finite verbs. What is mean by finite verb? A finite verb is one which changes its form when there is change in the subject or tense. It means as the subject or tense is changed, verb form is also changed. This is called finite verb. For example, I play badminton every day before breakfast. Second example, Abdul plays badminton every day before breakfast. Here finite verb is play. We can see that here in first example finite verb is play, but in second example it is changed. Instead of play here is plays because we changed subject. Instead of I here is subject Abdul, so verb also changed in this sentence. And when verb change as per the subject, we can say that it is the finite verb. In second example, subject is changed, so verb is also changed. It is also finite verb. Second one is non-finite verb. A non-finite verb does not change its form when there is a change in the subject or tense. It is the opposite of finite verb. Non-finite verb does not change whether the subject or tense is changed. For example, I love to play badminton every day before breakfast. Second example, Abdul loves to play badminton every day before breakfast. Here in first example, non-finite verb is to play, and in second example also non-finite verb is to play. It means here verb is not changed whether the subject is changed. Here in first example subject is I, but in second example subject is Abdul. It means subject is changed in second example, but non-finite verb is not changed. It means non-finite verb is not changed whether the subject or tense is changed. Non-finite verbs can be 1. Infinitives, 2. Participles, and 3. Gerund. First one is infinitives. Infinitive is the to form of the verb. It does not change its form when there is a change in a subject or tense. There are two types of infinitives. 1. Infinitive with to, and 2. Bare infinitive. First we are going to see infinitive with to. Let's understand through examples. 1. We like to swim every day in the pool. Example number 2. My sister likes to swim every day before breakfast. Here infinitive is to swim. In second example also infinitive is to swim. It means here subject is changed but infinitive remains as it is. Here in first example subject is we. In second example subject is my sister. It means subject is changed but verb form infinitive remained as it is. So it is called non-finite verb. Though the word to is generally used with the infinitive, it is not used after certain finite verbs like bid, let, make, need, dare, see, hear, etc. Such infinitives without the to are called bare infinitives. Bare infinitives are also used after modal auxiliaries. Let's understand through examples. Example number 1. Let him sit in the corner. Here, let is a finite verb and sit is a non-finite verb. Sit is a bare infinitive. Second example, I might stay at her place tonight. Here, might is a modal auxiliary and stay is a non-finite verb. It is a bare infinitive. It means bare infinitives are used after modal auxiliaries also. Second form of non-finite verb is the participle. What is meant by participle? A participle is a form of verb that does the work of an adjective. Types of participles. There are three types of participles. 1. Present participle. 2 past participle, and 3 perfect participle. Present, past, and perfect participles are non-finite verbs which do the work of a verb as well as that of an adjective. Present participles always end in ing. Past participles end in ed, en, etc. And perfect participle is started with having. Let's see in detail. First one, present participle. When ing form of a verb does the work of an adjective, it is called present participle. For example, nobody can save a sinking boat. Here, sinking is a present participle, though it is a V4 or verb form, but it does work as an adjective in the sentence, so it is present participle or adjective participle. Students, you have to see one more example. The dancing doll looked beautiful on the table. Here, dancing is a present participle, though it is V4 or verb form, but here it does work as an adjective, so it is a present participle. Second is past participle. It is the third form of verb that does the work of an adjective. For example, spoken English is an important part of our daily life. Spoken is V3 verb form, but here in this sentence, word spoken does work as an adjective, so it is past participle. 3. Perfect participle. When having plus verb's third form is used to show that an action is completed, it is called perfect participle. For example, having written a story. She went to meet the publisher. Here, having written is a perfect participle. Third form of non-finite verb is gerund. What is gerund? A gerund is a non-finite verb which does the work of a verb as well as that of a noun. Gerund always end in ing. Gerund is called verbal noun. For example, example number 1, children like playing. Here playing is gerund, though it is verb form, but it does work as a noun in a sentence, so it is gerund. Second example, swimming is better than walking. Here swimming is a verb form, but here it does work as a noun, so it is gerund in this sentence. Now I have given here some examples for practice. You have to pick out non-finite verbs and state their kinds. Example number 1, I like to sing a song. Example number 2, we saw bloomed flowers. Example number 3, she likes reading. Example 4, he took printing material. Example 5, you may go now. Example 6, having been to London, they forgot us. In this way, we have seen finite and non-finite verbs today. Thank you.